tonight's premiere episode of Marjorie Taylor Greene Live. I am your host, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Tonight, we'll be interviewing many people, including Lieutenant Governor and current candidate for Governor of North Carolina, Mark Robinson. Also tonight, the Chief of Police in Springfield, Clancy Wiggum. But first, let's talk about the topics that have been going on recently in the news. Like who actually won the presidential debate. Now it's obvious who won. And you all know him. That's right. My man, Donald John Trump. That's right, I did in fact win that debate. I really did. They had us winning it 98-2. Donald, what are you doing here? Oh, I just came to congratulate you on your first episode of the first show of your talk show. Great. Yeah, it is. It is great. It is great, honestly. You're going to have great ratings, Marjorie. Yes. Donald, we're live. Oh, we are live? Hello, America. Let's talk about Kamala Harris's race. Okay, Donald. Thank you very much. Also, last night, Kamala Harris sat down for an interview with Oprah Winfrey. Oh, why does she even bother Oprah Winfrey? The last time she bothered was 2008 when she endorsed Barack Obama. And that's when she claimed, Kamala Harris, that she was a gun owner. Here's the clip. Alright, girl, let's talk about the guns. What you said about guns at the convention. The debate, I'm sorry. Yeah, you know, Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. You both are? I did not know that you own a gun. If anyone breaks into my house, they know they're getting shot. Oh my God. That is the fakest laugh I've ever heard. And heck, Kamala, if you have a gun, show us. Show your Glock, girl. And lastly, what is the deal with political sex scandals this week? This week, one of our guests, Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, was accused by liberal low-in-the-ratings CNN of having said disturbing comments on a pornography website, including saying things like, quote, I am a black Nazi. And just today, reports circulated that in 2007, one of my colleagues, Matt Gaetz, had a drug-fueled party with a 17-year-old and then ended up sexually assaulting her. I mean, all these political sex scandals, they're crazy. And I believe what Matt says, what he says is true, that he did nothing wrong. And I believe Mark Robinson, well, I don't think he did anything wrong. Just depends on the facts. And speaking of Mark Robinson, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our first guest, Lieutenant Governor and soon to be the next governor of North Carolina. Probably not. Please welcome Mark Robinson. All right. Welcome to the show, Mark. Thank you. Very happy to be here. Alright, I'm just going to get down to it, Mark. Can I call you Mark? Yeah, sure. So, yesterday, CNN released a report, a damning report, honestly, that 10 years ago, you made very disturbing comments on a pornography website and said things like you were a, quote, black Nazi, and that you supported reinstating slavery. None of that is true. I do not like Adolf Hitler. And besides, I'm a black man. Why would a black man support reinstating slavery? You also said things like, you like to be a perv. Honestly, Marjorie, every man is a pervert. You just gotta accept that. I mean, look at R. Kelly, Diddy, or Bill Cosby, or Harvey Weinstein. And what do they all have in common? All of them are in jail right now. Oh, and you said that you like to watch videos of transgenders. It is impossible that I said that. I have stated before and again that there are only two genders. God only made two genders. He didn't make 286. So are you basically flat out denying these allegations against you? Even though it's clearly stated by the CNN report that it was obviously you that said this? I am completely denying these allegations, Marjorie. This is just another baseless attempt by Josh Stein and his campaign to take me down and not focus on the values and instead focus on tabloid lies. Josh Stein, who for the record has refused to debate me, has instead turned on North Carolinians on this issue, on the issues, and instead is focusing on tabloid lies to win this election. I am a candidate fighting for your issues, North Carolina, and that is why I hope I will be your next governor. Right. And the media has called you out over your anti-abortion stance and your conflicting issues on abortion about, because you have said that you support the 12-week ban in North Carolina, but you said you wanted to get lower, maybe 6 weeks, maybe 0 weeks. And many in the media call you a hypocrite for your abortion stance, considering that you paid for your wife's abortion in 1989. And there is video of you saying things like this. Abortion in this country ain't about protecting the lives of mothers. It's about killing a child because you weren't responsible enough to keep your skirt down. It's not your body anymore. You want to respond to that clip, Mark? First of all, that clip has been taken out of context many times. That was a 20 to 30 minute conversation on a newscast when we were talking about how young men get involved with young women too quickly. Again, Josh Stein is focused more on attacks than on the issues. I am focused on the issues in my state. 33 years ago in 1989, me and my wife Yolanda made a difficult decision. We had an abortion. And it hurt us forever. It stuck with us a long time. It was like a long pain that we had never spoke about. And that abortion made us pro-life because we knew what the life of a child meant. And we believe all children are precious and that they should not be murdered. That's why I support the 12-week ban, because it allows exceptions for rape and incest and the life of the mother. All right. And Mark, there are reports that President Trump is considering dropping his endorsement of you in North Carolina. What do you have to say about that? First of all, I am a big supporter of President Trump. I mean, I am basically one of his only 4 supporters. There's me, Ben Carson, Tim Scott, and then the guy at the Trump rallies that had the sign that said Blacks for Trump. I am proud to have the honor of being one of Donald Trump's 4 only black supporters. And he has always praised my campaign. He says I will make a great governor. And he told me last night that he will not be dropping his endorsement of me. As you recall, he called me Martin Luther King on steroids once. Do you have that clip? Yes, we can show it to our audience. Mark Robinson will make a terrific governor. He's an amazing guy. And honestly, he's probably better than Martin Luther King, honestly. I call him Martin Luther King on steroids, honestly. He's a very tough guy on the civil rights issues. He's a very Martin Luther King kind of guy, honestly. I like that. And it's true, I am basically Martin Luther King on steroids. And lastly, Mark, this has been circulating ever since that report was released. Have you thought of the idea of dropping out of the race and supporting a writing candidate like Tester has done? for the last time, no, I am not dropping out of this race. I am in here to support the issues and the family values of North Carolina and save our state from the liberal Roy Cooper. On November 5th, me and my campaign, we will defeat Josh Stein, who has refused to debate me. Heck, I'll debate him here right now if he decides to come here. He needs to get out of his basement and come and debate me. Unless he's afraid to talk about the issues instead of baseless attacks on my character. In January, I will be no longer Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson. I will be Governor Mark Robinson. Thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in a minute with our interview with Chief Clancy Wiggum of the Springfield Police Department. Welcome back to Marjorie Taylor Greene Live. Tonight, an exclusive look. Is Springfield having a crisis right now? Last week it was reported that in Springfield, Ohio, Haitian immigrants are apparently eating people's dogs and cats and all their pets. This topic was brought up by Donald Trump at the debate with Kamala Harris not too long ago. Let me tell you, in Springfield, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're eating the people's pets. It's terrible. It's honestly, in Springfield, Ohio, look it up, it's tragic. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to interview the man who is presiding over the Springfield Migrant Dog Eating Crisis. No, it's not Mayor Joe Quimby, who is an honestly very corrupt Democrat. But it is the Chief of Police. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Clancy Wiggum, the Chief of the Springfield Police Department. Chief Wiggum, welcome to the show. Thank you for having me. So, Chief, I want to know, what is the migrant crisis in Springfield like? Well, it's very chaotic, Marjorie. And we get calls from the police department every day. About 63 calls. And honestly, I think some of them are fake. That people's dogs are being stolen and eaten by immigrants who are allegedly Haitian. And the greatest example of this migrant crisis is none other than a visit to the house of Mr. Homer Simpson, when it was reported that a Haitian immigrant, or alleged Haitian immigrant, stole his dog, and it was presumed to be eaten. His daughter saw the immigrant break into the backyard, rushed into Mr. Simpson's room, and the following was on tape. Again, here is the tape of when Mr. Homer Simpson found out that an illegal immigrant was in his backyard.
You nail the window shut! I'll get the gun! Ah! Art, I don't want to alarm you, but there may be a illegal in the house!
Oh, wow. And it gets even crazier. The next video I'm going to show you is a police body cam video of showing what it was like when we got into the house after we heard about the incident. And we went to check to see if everything was all right. Here's that police body cam footage. So as you can see in that video, Marjorie, they were scared to death. And the illegal immigrant went off with their dog? Yes, but ultimately he was found unharmed. We are investigating and questioning multiple people that could be suspects. And ladies and gentlemen, we believe we have a main suspect in the Simpson dog napping. This man, Apu Nahasapima Petalon, He is a worker at the Quickie Mart in Springfield. He owns the Quickie Mart in Springfield. He came to Springfield after illegally immigrating. Well, we're saying illegally, but we know he possibly immigrated here legally. Immigrated here to Springfield from India. So we think he's the main suspect, but we're investigating this thoroughly. And honestly, the dog crisis seems like the greatest crisis in migrant history. Possibly American history. Yes, Marjorie, it is. Huh. And I tell you, my men are overworked. I mean, we have other criminals going on the loose other than migrants. We have criminals, robbers, rapists. Heck, we're so overworked that me and my wife can't even take care of our son. And to ensure that he is safe from illegal Haitian immigrants, we had him at home with a gun. I'm a danger to society. It's honestly too much to handle, Marjorie. In fact, I think immigrants are probably eating dogs right now in Springfield. Not on my watch. Yep. And under Springfield, we have a very corrupt liberal Democrat named Joe Quimby running the city. Yeah, that's right, corrupt Joe. I am not willing to turn against you or say anything against you in public. I will release the photos of you at the mansion with all those women. I'll tell the people you are Diddy 2.0. Oh, it's the mayor calling me now. Let me see what he wants. Put it on speaker. Sure will. Hello, Chief Wiggum. This is Mayor Quimby. I'm calling to tell you that you're fired. You will turn in your badge and gun to me tomorrow. That's what you get for turning your back on the mayor. And for the record to the audience of Marjorie Taylor Greene Live, I am not Diddy 2.0. Wow. Well, folks, you heard it here. Corrupt Democrat Mayor Diamond Joe Quimby has fired Chief Wiggum for making political statements on this show. This is a complete violation of the First Amendment and proof that Mayor Quimby is corrupt and not be able to handle this crisis in Springfield. I urge people to protest at the mayor's office at City Hall and impeach him and remove him from office. The people of Springfield need strong leadership, like Clancy Wiggum. Yeah, sure. Crooked Joe Quimby can't last this crisis. He knows his town is in crisis right now. People are eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. It's just terrible. Think about it. They're eating the cats. They're eating all the pets of the people that live there. It's just tragic. And it's clear that this crisis needs to end in Springfield, or this could happen to you. Thank you, Chief Wiggum, for coming on the show tonight. You are a great public servant to your people. And that's all for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching the show. Tune in next week.